westerns. At some point in time, we filmed over 200 old westerns. It was our bread and butter back in the day. But we continue to use those sets. Like you probably saw those in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That starred Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. I gotta tell you, that was a really good day at work. We were filming there, and we were driving around on exactly where we're at now on the outskirts. And I was telling them, like, okay, there's filming going on. Just make sure you're looking down. Well, everybody was looking down at the sets, and they saw all the background performers. And so they were really excited. People were dressed up, and they're in costume, and they saw the horses and all of this stuff. So they're taking pictures of that. You know what they didn't take a picture of? The golf cart that was sitting right beside us that happened to have Quentin Tarantino on it with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, and no one looked at them. And we weren't allowed to point it out because at that time we had signed an NDA, so I couldn't even say what was filming or who was there. But I'm telling you, that was the most, like, I just wanted to jump off of the tram. That was a very, very good day at work, we'll put it that way. But yeah, so that was fun. But again, we've been using those sets going all the way back to the days of like Mae West, from My Little Chickadee, all the way to like an Adam Sandler movie you've seen it in called Bedtime Stories. They used it as Old Australia and Saving Mr. Banks. I know, it's just wild. Like music videos, like, do y'all remember Jessica Simpson singing These Boots Were Made for Walking? Well, they filmed right over there. The Voice uses this all the time for their promos, and so again, they're old sets, but they're very, very popular sets. And I'm going to show you some of our barroom brawls that we've had over there and on our Western sets.
If you're just going to stir things up here, then I am.
Dare you hit that man?
I have the ground first. Mine was taller.
Beautiful day to welcome you to Amity, where every day is like the 4th of July. Amity was a popular New England resort town until they were terrorized by a great white shark. But you can see for yourself that the beaches again are perfectly safe. Mayor Vaughn wants you to know that Amity means friendship. What do you want? Oh, no, I see that too. They clearly didn't get the great white sharks, because there's definitely one in the water right now, going towards a diver. Are you kidding me, sir? You need to get back to the boat. You need to get to the boat. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Please look away. I'm so sorry. This is supposed to be a PG tour. Okay, just stay seated. Call for me. We are going to get you to a safer location. That shark is taking the beer. That's not good. To the studio tour. Here is Mr. Spielberg to tell you a little bit more about it.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the tram. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on Universal Lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself originally created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974.
All right, we've now headed into another classic attraction right here on the back lot. Here is our rover.
It's time for my favorite part of the tour. Well, when it comes to film, truly a special. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debut our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968.
Sets one more time. It looks very different when they bring in the dirt to cover that asphalt. That's when it really does come to life, and who would think that that's actually a thing, but it is. It's Hollywood dirt. They bring it in from a company. The company will provide all the dirt. It's very sifted through, and then they vacuum it back up at the end of the production. I'm not kidding. Now as we turn the corner here, if you take a look down over to your left, you'll see that mustard-colored house right there. If you're fans of The Ghost Whisperer, that was Linda's house. But you might remember that from To Kill a Mockingbird, that was Bradley's house. And then take a look over to your right. We're passing Miss Bona's Chicken Ranch from the best little whorehouse in Texas, starring Golly Martin and Burt Reynolds. That is a unique set because they can film on the inside and the outside. It opens up kind of passing Wisteria Lane, where they filmed quite a few seasons of Desperate Housewives for ABC right down that road. Right there. They're also they're not real houses. And as we come up this way, we're passing our Lion Estate. You may remember that from where Marty McFly lived, and Back to the Future trilogy. Live in the home of tomorrow today. We're now on Steven Spielberg.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember, in those days, there weren't trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. It was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. And when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left. And then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
Now, it is fitting that toward the end of Spielberg Drive, we find one of the largest exterior sets from his hit film,
Mira el avión,
War of the
el avión,
Worlds, starring
el avión.
All right, now so much of what we talked about today, I said, oh, fake buildings, fake sets, fake. But this is a very
Me
real
están
place.
quemando.
And fun fact, when I'm not here giving tours, my other job, I'm a flight attendant. And I do not love seeing a plane crash like this. It's a little too realistic. It kind of creeps me out. But Spielberg did want to use an actual, real, tangible set instead of using CGI. And so, yeah, it cost about $60,000 to purchase this whole entire plane from the Mojave Desert. That's not terrible for a Paramount production, right? However, it cost $250,000 just to have it brought into her life. Now, we've been using large-scale sets like this for several decades. But before production destroyed this suburban neighborhood for the film, it was Site B for the Lost World, Jurassic Park, and prior to that, it was Whoville for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But now, looky over here. What do we have here? Look to your right. That particular set has been a highlight since the original 1964 studio tour. That is the home of Norman Bates from Alfred
Mira, Diego, ¿quién engañó a Roger Rabbit? La película ¿Quién engañó a
Now,
Roger
up
Rabbit?
next, this is pretty cool, guys. We have an official scale replica
¿Dónde se lo
of
llevan?
LA's
De
most
cómo están
iconic
saliendo ahí.
landmark, the Hollywood sign.
Mira,
And while we're celebrating our 60th, the Hollywood sign has been commemorating their centennial year. For the first few decades of the studio tour, one of our homeworks was a visit to Prop Plaza, where guests would disembark for a once-in-a-lifetime photo and to interact with characters, vehicles, and props from their favorite productions. Guess what? For our 60th anniversary, we're bringing that opportunity back to you. Remember, folks, this is a limited stop. When you're ready to continue your tour, you'll follow signs or board a different tram with a brand new guide. So make sure you're gathering all your belongings and definitely take your 3D glasses. You're gonna need them. Thank you so much. Have such a great time. We'll see y'all soon.
Is yours?
oh, thank you.
I couldn't reach the seat. I didn't know we were doing this.
Same. All I know is I saw
Well, folks, we have two lines here for photo ops. Hollywood sign and Psycho House. If you do not want to get in line for a photo, please continue down to your right. Please keep moving, guys. Do not block the pathway.
Película.
¿Cuál? No sé.
I'll show you.
Esto de Roger Rabbit, miren. No sé, puede decir, nos vemos próximamente. Miren lo de Rápido y Furioso.
Vamos allá. Papá, solo de King Kong, mira.
the props and the cars. My name is Miranda. Our driver is Jake. You're in good hands with us. We're happy to have you for the final act of the 60th Anniversary Studio Tour. Real quick though, before we take off out of here, we want to make sure that you're still holding those 3D glasses and you didn't set them down at any picture stop there. So if you did not make it back with your glasses, that's okay. We still have a chance to get you some more. Just wave your hands around right now so a Studio Tour ambassador can run some out to y'all. Okay, and let's go over those rules again. We want to make sure that the small children are toward the center of the row. Watch your hands and your feet as the gates close. And again, final call for 3D glasses. That's all right. You guys are ready to go. Yay! Let's have some more fun. I love watching the people pose over there, though. Yes. I see everybody puts their